All right, here I am back here with the truth in sports. I'm going to cut through the chase. Not going to talk about the NBA championships and the Lakers winning or anything like that. I'm going to get right to the decision and talk about LeBron going down to Miami, team up with Dwayne Wade. Now, at first, I was a little taken aback by it because I wanted to see LeBron go to either Chicago or stay in Cleveland under the same premise of, yeah, you let people come to you and you win a title. But then as I thought about it, and all the people talking about Miami's Dwayne Wade's team, and I can hear that. And I know Dwayne has been there. But the other thing is, Dwayne hasn't been out of the first round of the playoffs since Shaq left. Now, when Shaq went out to the Los Angeles Lakers, there was a guy there by the name of Kobe Bryant. But when Shaq got there, as I recall, Shaq was the MVP of the finals in three of their three championships. And it wasn't Kobe's team, it was Shaq's team. Yeah, Shaq got shipped out. But during those championship runs, there was no doubt about whose team that was and who was the best player on that team. Now that we look at the situation down in Miami, I think we're going to see basically the same thing. Yes, LeBron is going to a new city, but it's no doubt that LeBron is the best player in the league. So sooner or later, the critics, they will have to acknowledge that Miami will become LeBron's team as they're winning championships and LeBron is collecting finals MVP trophies. Now, for some of the people that's giving a lot of heat about going to join the Miami Heat, that's pretty ironic as well because none of the great teams did it with only one all-star. And that's what people are, that's the standard that people are holding LeBron to. Like he has to win a title and be the only all-star on the team. That's ridiculous because Kobe has an all-star in Paul Gasol. He has the best defensive player in the league and Ron Artest, one of the best. He has Gasol, one of the best big men in the league. As a matter of fact, that was a steal a couple of years ago. They just basically gave Gasol to the Lakers for Kwame Brown, which is still puzzling. So I don't know how anyone that's a Lakers fan can have anything to say about that. You hear about them talking about how talented the Lakers are. They have the best coach in the history of the NBA. They have Lamar Odom, which they say is the best, one of the best big men and most versatile big men in the league. And they talk about how much talent they have and how talented they are. But now they're crying. Most of the Laker fans are crying and saying this is a cop-out by LeBron to go and play with two guys that have similar talent to what you found on all the championship teams. Jordan, he had Pippen as well as Dennis Rodman. So, how can you fault LeBron for wanting to join up and play as a team? Because it's acknowledged that you can't win by yourself. But that's the standard everybody wants to hold LeBron to. They want him to win a ring by himself. There's been no other player to win a ring by themselves. Look at it. Go back through the history of the NBA. Tim Duncan, he had Ginobili and Parker. He also had David Robinson early on and some other great players around them. So there's no such thing as winning a ring alone. People hold Jordan as the standard, but he didn't win a ring alone. He has two All-Stars with him, two Hall of Famers, Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen. I mean, for the last three, the first three, he had Scottie with all of those rings. Tony Kukoc. I mean, he had some great players around him as well. Bird. I mean, that team was full of Hall of Famers. So what is the big deal about LeBron teaming up with one Hall of Famer and an All-Star? And yes, he will win multiple rings. This is the other thing I'm going to key you guys in on LeBron and all the negative talk. When it's all said and done, this guy will be one of the greatest players to ever play. Now, he's only going to be able to showcase his talent even more. We'll probably average a triple-double on this team. He's still going to get 27, 28 points a game. That's what he's done his whole life. If you look at the McDonald's All-Star game when he was playing with other players in high school that were supposed to be the top players, and a lot of those players are in the NBA right now. In that All-Star game, he averaged 27, 7, and 7. If you look at his career numbers in the NBA, he's averaging 27, 7, and 7. The guy, he's going to average 27, 7, and 7 no matter where he's playing. Now, the difference in Miami, he has more people that his assist numbers probably will go up because they don't have a true point guard in the sense of the word. So I'm sure he'll be running a lot of the offense and also getting close to triple double, averaging a triple double this season. And look for them to be in the finals. Look for them to beat the Lakers. The odds makers in Vegas, they're not getting it wrong. They understand when you put three players of this caliber on the same team, and all the people talking about, well, it's team game, three guys don't make a team, and all this other craziness. If you look at what LeBron was able to do with him and taking a team to the finals, which had, and no disrespect to Eric Snow, Larry Hughes, Donyell Marshall, Big Z, Daniel Gibson, I mean, Damian Jones. Come on. He took that team to the NBA Finals. And all these jokers out here talking about he doesn't have a killer instinct. Just ask Detroit, which was the best team in the league at that time. It just come off of destroying the Lakers in the finals, 5-1, which really they won all 5 games, you ask me. And he basically destroyed them in that game where he put up 25 straight points. If that's not killer instinct, I've never seen Kobe do that in the fourth quarter. I've never seen anyone do that in the fourth quarter in a playoff game to get their team through to the next round after being down 0-2 in that series. Absolutely incredible. So, all these people talking about, LeBron's copping out. He doesn't have the killer instinct and he'll never win a title. They're all haters. So look, you can get more on this subject as well as more NBA talk because I'm going to be heavy on the NBA this year with the big three, the super friends, or whatever you want to call them down in Miami, because there's going to be a lot to talk about. And I look for this team to just simply destroy people. I mean, destroy people. You can get more on this at The Truth in Sports by MRJ.com. Go to the website, post your comments to this video. I know there'll be some opposing viewpoints because there always is when you talk about LeBron, because this guy's a lightning rod. And yes, he did the hard thing. The easy thing would have been to stay in Cleveland and be worshipped and be turned into a god and maybe win one championship. The hard thing was for him to leave Cleveland, and not only that, but to team up with guys that wanted to play with him. It's not that LeBron wanted so much to play with those guys. Those guys wanted to play with LeBron. LeBron signed a 3-year deal a few years back, and those guys followed LeBron and did the same things with the possibility of playing with LeBron. Just because Wade got a ring already doesn't mean LeBron's following him. Trust me. Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade wanted to play with LeBron. So look, you'll see the King doing this thing in Miami. And look, I'm about to be out, but go to thetruthinsports.com by MRJ, and there'll be more stuff posted there, as well as posting your comments, your opposing views, your views that say, hey, yeah, you're right on point, or whatever the case may be. Again, I'm out.